We are the UV group. We also call ourselves Ultimate Vendetta, and we have the gender roller coaster. Gender differences occur throughout the life of humans, right from childhood through adolescence and to adulthood. The influences that create gender expectations are perpetuated. They're perpetuated systematically by society's actions, whether conscious or unconscious. These influences are presented in different ways, usually by different parties, in which these life stages from this come self-fulfilling stereotyping. While celebrating our natural differences may be encouraged, should these accentuated roles be expectations? Alright, thank you. Gender roles in childhood happen all the time. They start occasionally from birth. Girls are given pink blankets when born, and boys are given blue blankets. Teaching toddlers the right thing to do is what society is telling us, when we can make a stance and we can teach children that being different is okay. Femininity and masculinity in children are often occurred. Men are taught to be strong and not to play with dolls, while women are taught to be delicate and not to play with trucks. Children are given roles from birth. From the time they're children and babies, they're given colors, toys, and behaviors they're supposed to have. Children experience gender stereotyping through their parents' reactions and suggestions during their school, when a teacher calls on them, and when they're watching television, the different shows they're allowed to watch. Children inevitably experience gender roles stereotyping, whether it be the expectation that boys are better than girls in math, but the idea that women can only nurture children. As children grow and develop gender stereotypes, they are exposed to at home and backed by other elements in their environment and are present throughout childhood and into the adolescence. Femininity and masculinity in children is very big. From early stages, boys are encouraged to be the aggressive and outgoing, and to be the ones who play with the trucks or be the policemen or firemen when they play dress up. Girls, they're often restrained and they're taught to play with their dolls and to avoid playing sports and other things. How do you think we can go away with gender stereotyping? Teaching children what is right to do is a solution that we can all take. Encouraging the children to play sports that are gender neutral, or even just sports that women shouldn't play football, they can, and guys shouldn't play other sports that I don't know. And musical instruments, they're gender neutral too. A girl can play drums and a guy can play the chimes. Now we move into adolescence.
Oh my God, the new 17 Act is out. Oh my God, let's read it. Wow, look at all these beauty tips. Oh my God, I never thought to do. Honestly, I think she is. Look at her bust. It's like practically not even there. It's not fair.
societal influences start to take a larger effect during your adolescence. As kids go to school and are introduced to a wider variety of people, they're not just influenced by their parents, but they're also influenced by their peers. Many of the as teens become more independent, the influence gets even stronger. Many different types of stereotypes are developed during this time, including the tendency for the belief that males are more aggressive than females and make more rash decisions. And due to this belief, males are often charged at much higher car insurance than females. Media also has an increasing effect on people as they age. In hypersexualization of females in magazines and movies objectifies them and does not give them a fair or reasonable goal to strive for themselves. The Bechdel test, for example, is used to analyze a movie and determine whether or not it is objectifying women or giving them a fair representation. The test is done by taking a movie and finding if there is any scene in which two or more women have a conversation about something other than men or relationships. Many popular movies actually fail this test. Many of the Indiana Jones movies, Inception, WALL-E, very popular movies don't even give proper representation to females. And in magazines, for example, the 17 magazine, an article was written recently that showed how it only placed women in stereotypical secretarial jobs, and even stated that modeling is the pinnacle of female occupations, while putting men in more technical and professional jobs. Different types of environmental influences are people's peers in their family. Your peers in your family are what you usually strive towards appeasing with your actions. And your different environmental influences can have a very different effect on you. And the teen influences can be very descriptive, but they can also be very prescriptive, and they can change who we are. Excellent. Here's an example of what could happen if we changed.
Oh my god, did you guys see that the new 17 magazine is out? Oh my god, I'm so excited! Did you guys want to read it together? Boring. No one looks this perfect. No, exactly. It's obviously airbrushing. You know, I don't think they should do that to objectify women. No, I don't think so either. And because we're all beautiful on the inside. We should
What we should do is we should seek out our own vision of ourselves and not try to appease the other people around us. Next we'll have moving into adulthood.
Nice to meet you. I'm Elizabeth.
Sit down here. So I understand you're applying for the management position, correct?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So describe to me the skills and experiences you have in this field of construction.
Well, you know, when I was an undergraduate at Harvard, I studied business management and finance. So I think that would really help me as, you know, a leader. So that's where the management position comes in. And I've worked some jobs at construction firms in my local hometown, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. So I thought that I would take it up a notch and get into management for a more long-term career.
Okay. Well, we definitely need leaders. That's obvious in our business. So in general, what makes you the right person for our job in our business here?
Well, as I said, my experience in the field, as well as the fact that I'm a woman, so that would give you a different perspective on things, because I know that that's often lacking in construction sites.
Yeah, that is. And so I'm going to think about it, get back to you, but you know, if you happen to not get the job, you always have the secretary position open, some other positions open for the job. So,
Good afternoon, sir.
oh, wow. Are you applying for the management?
Yes, I am. My name is Ian Johnson.
Okay, I'm Michael. So let's get started. So describe to me, the skills and experience you have in this construction field.